Today, we will talk about how to remove scale insects from plants. Let's have a look at the details. Scale insects are small, about 1/8 inch long, oval and flat. They are members of the true bug insect family, along with bedbugs. These pests can do serious damage to your garden. So if you find them lurking about, this video is helpful to know how to get rid of them. The first method is recognizing scale insects and the damage they cause. Look for adult scales. Scales are usually off-white, tan or brown, but can also be other colors. Most of them have a smooth, flat covering, but some may look cottony or fluffy. The adults do not move. Identify crawlers. The young scales, called crawlers, have legs and will move very slowly or are blown by the wind to a spot on a plant that they like. Familiarize yourself with what scales do when they get on a plant. When they attach to the plant, they pierce it with their mouths and suck the plant juices out. Spot signs of scale damage. The first symptoms are yellow, falling leaves. Eventually twigs and entire limbs die, and the tree bark cracks and oozes sap. Soft scales will do some damage, but they rarely do enough damage to kill a plant. The second method is removing scales on houseplants. Rub the scales off your plant. Scales can attack houseplants, even if they are never put outdoors. Remove scales from houseplants by rubbing them off with an old toothbrush, your thumbnail or a cotton swab dipped in isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Try using insecticidal soap. Insecticidal soap can also be sprayed on houseplants to kill scales. Avoid using regular house soap. Do not use laundry soap, automatic dishwasher soap, or highly concentrated dish soap that has additives or antibacterial ingredients. They can damage the plant leaves, causing discoloration and leaf tissue damage. The third method is removing scales from the garden. Use the same methods as those used for houseplants when fighting a small scale attack. Scrub the scales off with your nail or an old toothbrush. Spray the plant with an insecticidal spray every 4 days or so. Prune away parts of the plant that are infested with scales. When the scale infestation is severe, use sharp hand pruners or loppers to trim off branches and leaves which hold high concentrations of these insects. Make the pruning cut about 1/4 inch above a leaf or at the base of the branch. Use a garden hose to spray off the pruners or loppers before using them on another plant to remove any scale insects that may be left on them. Spray the plants with horticultural oil. This is also commonly called summer oil or dormant oil, to kill any remaining scale insects. Read and follow the manufacturer's recommendations carefully. Keep the seasons in mind. Spray the plants in early spring to kill any scale insects that have survived the winter before new growth starts. And the fourth method is horticultural oil precautions. Test the spray on a leaf or two. Wait 24 to 36 hours to make sure the plants are not sensitive to horticultural oil. Some plants, like junipers, cedars, and Japanese maples, can be damaged by oil. Avoid windy days. Do not spray plants with horticultural oil when it is windy, as the oil could drift to other plants that do not need to be sprayed and damage them. Do not spray plants when the leaves are wet. This is because the oil will not make good contact with the plant and could be washed off before it kills the scales. Avoid using the oil on humid days. When the relative humidity is 90% or higher, horticultural oil should not be sprayed on plants because it will not evaporate quickly enough. Avoid using the oil on certain plants. The leaves on plants that are stressed or wilting from lack of water are more likely to be damaged when sprayed with horticultural oil. Wear protective glasses when using the oil. Horticultural oil is not very toxic to people or animals, but it can irritate the eyes and skin. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you like our videos.